दरभा के पास में। स्वागत है आपका। नमस्कार।
नमस्कार। हरिओम।
हरिओम।
Hantate. Right now, that's how he started this particular, episode. Hantate. When I'm looking at right now, the things, the incidents and the happenings around the country and the world, my belief in the law of karma is getting solidified, and the power of the destiny and the glory of the Bhagavan. We think that अभी क्या करें, ऐसी परिस्थिति में हम जी रहे हैं, दुष्ट लोगों का ये बहुत विस्तार रूप से उनका विभूति चल रहा है। ये जो धार्मिक लोग हैं उनका तो हमेशा ही थोड़ा धोखा हुआ है। एंड भगवान ऐसा क्यों है, एंड कर्मा ऐसा है। बट वी लुक एट इट द वे थिंग्स आर happening, without getting into the detail what happened last night and then today morning, all the media, TVs, and then the entire nation's attention is captured. How the karma catches up with each and everyone, whether पुराण काल से लेके अभी तक हम देखें तो सबका क्या हुआ। एंड भगवान की
अतीक बिल्कुल सटीक है।
तो इसीलिए भगवान की विभूति जानना और उसके ऊपर आस्था रखना, श्रद्धा रखना कितना जरूरी होता है। that is once again, it is reinforced in my mind. And right now, that's how he is saying Hanta. Some people may misunderstand, those who have poor knowledge of Sanskrit may think, like we have discussed about Gulakesha, they may think that Hanta का मतलब होता है कि किलर, अरिहंता, तो जो नाश करता है वो शत्रु का। बट यहाँ शत्रु इज ऑल्सो कुड बी द इंद्रिया, द सेंसर्स, द पर्सन जितेंद्र जो होता है, जो विजय होता है, बिकॉज अर्जुन का नाम विजय भी है। So like that, So in the next thing he talked about Gulakesha, which is Gulaka plus Isha, which is the conqueror of the sleep, the sloth, the laziness, and the sensory, the pleasures. So these are the, and of course a little more detail can be done, but since the time is not there, and then already a lot of people have discussed about a good, that means some people used to actually apply jaggery and all when they are going to vanvas में जो जटाधारी होते हैं, so that they don't need to bother about इसका केश संस्कार की, and they don't need to focus on the thing. And some episodes back we discussed about how the hair can be प्रतीक होता है तामस का और अहंकार का प्रतीक, इसीलिए तिरुपति में जाके बाल कटाते हैं। ये सब we have already discussed. And those people who do not bother about it, that's why when ऋषि मुनि, when लोग तपस करते हैं वनवास जाके, इसीलिए अग्नि शर्मा का नाम वाल्मीकि रखा गया कि क्योंकि when he was doing तपस, वाल्मीकि का मतलब होता है कि the snake pit basically, so ये सब बन जाता है उसके ऊपर। तो देन द मैन अराउंड हिम जो वाल्मीकि हो गया है वो वाल्मीकि बन गया है। सिमिलरली इफ यू सी द विजुअल रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ ऑल ऋषिस एंड मुनीस एंड ऑल, दे आर ऑल विथ लंबे लंबे बाल रखते हैं, दाढ़ी वाड़ी रखते हैं, बिकॉज दे डोंट बॉदर अबाउट hair comb and then hair cut and then all that. So that is also all the modern and then different phenomena. So people who do not bother about the worldly and then the physical pieces, and then whose focus is on Adhyatma knowledge. That's how. So why is Bhagavan saying that it is important to things and then the special opulences or the significant divine features? What is the significance of the particular divine features? Because the details have been already given by all the speakers, because I am in the last two. So what do I focus is what I was just thinking last for 50 minutes. So I thought that maybe I'll focus quickly on the actual what is the importance. Why is he saying, like for example, if he's saying Samaveda, why is he saying Samaveda? It's not only just because of is it only because of the music, or a little more detail? Is there anything more important? Because Sama is nothing but it is another extension and then the form of Rig Veda only. So that's how if you look at it, each one, everyone, if you are looking, so he is saying that Aham Atma he started. In fact, 3 levels he has given here. He is given from micro to macro or micro to micro, we can think like that. One is the Adi Madhyanta, he said. Adi Madhyanta is the beginning, and then the Sarvabhuta says Sthita is little more, focus is brought. And then a little more focus is brought, and then he said Aham Atma. So from general to particular, he is brought it. So there is a sequence and then a logic and then an importance in choosing each one of them. That's why he called it Pradhanyata and then Divyan. So that significance, what is it? Let us try to understand. So the details have been already given. So if we go by that, let's say Aditya. So there are 12 Adityas and then why is Vishnu? Vishnu is the Vishnu का मतलब ही है कि सर्वव्यापी जो होता है वो विष्णु. So that when compared to the other Aditya, सर्वव्यापकत्व is there for the Vishnu. And hence that is significant. He is saying immediately he said about Anara or the Pavaka, the Agni. So Agni is also because that is why if you say whatever Vedokilam Dharma Moolam, so the Vedas, the first word of the any Veda is only starting with Agni Mile. Why Agni? Of course, people have explained earlier that he is the person who carries whatever the good deeds which are done, whether yajna, yaga, homa, karma, tapas, and all. He is the medium that carries it to the devatas. So that is how it is Agni. And then even the all the things which Vibhutis is talked about have got significance to our body also. I'll mention that also because the Agni also is very important for the bodily element and then the requirement. Because जहाँ जैसा अंडांड जैसा पिंडांड जैसा वैसा ब्रह्मांड दैट्स व्हाट माना जाता है. इवन जब हम लोग श्री विद्या का उपासन करते हैं और श्री चक्र की भावना करते हैं या पूजा करते हैं, पूजा तो बाहर बाहर का एक रिचुअल है, लेकिन व्हाट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट तत्व यह है कि ये जानना चाहिए कि हमारे अंदर भी जो जो चक्र हैं या नवावरण है वो सब हमारे अंदर स्थित हैं. जैसे पिंडांड है वैसा ब्रह्मांड है. So that needs to be understood, and that is Sri Vidya and then the Brahma Vidya. So that takes months together and days to explain. But anyway, to simply focus, so that is about the Aditya and then the Agni and the Vedanam Samavedosmi. Why is he saying Samaveda? So because in Veda itself, because Veda is the Pramana, in Veda itself it is mentioned because Bhagavan, whatever he said in Bhagavad-Gita, he has reference and then the annotation and then the source to the Veda or Upanishads which are from the Vedas. So every shloka, every verse has got its reference to Upanishad. And since our limitation of the time as well as our own knowledge, people like these people scholars like Sanskrit scholars and philosophical scholars and Pandit Jnani log और विस्तार रूप से बता सकते हैं. And luckily we have Jasa here and then he's been doing it already, and of course Radhaji is also a full-time Gita Acharya, so she is also trying her level best. So I will, to quote Veda, I would say actually Devaha Vai na Archi na Yajushi na Ashrayantah. That's what is there in a quotation in Veda. Te Samanye Vashrayantah. Na Archi, not Rigveda, not the Yajurveda. They Samanye Vashrayantah. That's what I believe the devatas will follow and they आश्रय करते हैं करके वेद वाक्य है, ये वेद से लिया हूं मैं. So that is how the Sama it is important, and of course the other interpretations are also correct. The musical, if Vedas are for chanting, I would say the Sama Veda is enchanting. So this is chanting and then that is enchanting. That's how I would like to say, use the beauty of English also,
Right.
and then express about Samaveda. And then coming to Indra, Indra is the Indriyanam Rajaha Indra. So Indriya ka Raja jo hota hai, here he is only mentioning about Pradhanya, Divya and then the chief attributes. So Indriya ka Raja, Indriyanam Raja is the Indra. That's how he is taken. Similarly Nakshatra, and then in our astrology, astronomy, if you take Chandraman जो follow करने वाले हैं, and it is also believed in a Purana because all these nakshatras, Ashwini, Bharani, Kritika, Rohini, and then Revati, Tak, these are all the daughters of Daksha Prajapati or whatever, and then they're all married to Chandra and all that is there. But another thing which we also talked about is, and similarly because Chandra Sahodari, Lakshmi, and then the Trimurtis, also he is supposed to be, Chandra is supposed to be the brother who has come from the Samudra Manthan, So, and Chandrama Manaso Jata, Chandrama is the presiding deity of the mind. Mind is controlled by the Chandra. And immediately he is also talking about mind because Indriyana Manaschasmi. So that's how each one is beautifully linked. And then he is taking Rudra. What is the Rudra? Rodayante is the Rudra, the one who makes you cry. Because what are we crying for? We are crying for Shreyas and then praise. Kathopanishad says about Shreyas and then praise. So either we are Baba हमको ये श्रेयस दे दो, welfare दे दो, या praise दे दो, that which is hedonistic pleasures दे दो, या मुक्ति दे दो. Shreyas and then praise. तो दो दिलाने वाला कौन होता है? शम करोति इति शंकरः, the one who gives the peace and then the tranquility and then the prosperity. Shankaroti iti Shankara. That's why Shankara has been taken among the Rudras. And
Right.
Afterwards, of course, Agni we have covered. Meru last. Meru is, of course, it is supposed to be the hub, the backbone, and then the hub of the universe. Similarly, if you take our body also, the Merudanda, the spinal cord jo hota hai, in all yogic practices, the spinal cord is the most important, through which the Sushumna Nadi travels, and that is the Kundalini, and then that is the way to achieve the Yoga Sadhana, Yoga Siddhi, and then the Moksha Prapti, well, it reaches to the Kundalini goes and then gets into the Sahasrara, and then Amrutika wo Srav ho jata hai. And that is what is supposed to be the mukti. So each one has got a special significance. If we go a little more deep, I've just touched about, because of the time constraint, to the details of the little more deeper aspects of why is he saying what is he saying. And ये सब जानना जरूरी है. In fact, it is said that unless you have Veda and then the Shastra knowledge, you can't come to the Prasthanatraya and then the Bhagavad Gita. But we are directly trying to, with our limited knowledge and English, we are trying to approach the subject. Naturally, and also something is better than nothing. So we
ठीक बात.
will just touch about it, and then also understand the approach to go deeper and understand, so that we will know the real glory and then the vibhuti of not only the Bhagavan but also the vibhuti of the Bhagavad Gita and the karma and the other aspects which are discussed, which we can apply to our lives and then become enlightened. That is